Well, it's over for our Beavers.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
It didn't go well today.
No.
Go Beavers! How about that?
It looked as if they were going to pull it out.
1 for 15 with runners in scoring
probably
position.
should have pulled it out.
Yes.
They did not, though.
So they were down by 2 going into the top of the 9th.
They're down by 3.
Oh.
Because Louisville had added one on. It was 5-3, and then it was 6-3.
Yeah, so they led off the top of the 9th with a solo home
Iva
run.
Arquette home run.
Yes, and so they're down by 2. And then they load the bases with nobody out. And you're like, oh my God, they're going to do it again. They hit a weak grounder to the shortstop, and you're like, oh no. The Oregon State guy jumps over the ball at the right time. The Louisville shortstop boots it, goes into left field, 2-run score, tie ball game. Now Oregon State has 3 outs just to scratch across one more run. No. Remember I said 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position? There you go. Then they go to the bottom of the 9th tied. They walk a guy, catcher's interference. Then they have an error on a bunt and load the bases with nobody out, and Louisville hits a sac fly.
Dude, it was an absolute mess.
Yes.
And
on both sides.
The fact that they can't get a runner in, I mean, it is shocking.
There's nobody out, right?
Nobody out.
Comically bad how bad how silent their bats went.
It was bad
in the whole College World Series. I mean, they only had, I think they ended up having maybe 1 or 2 hits with runners in scoring position the whole time.
I want to say it was 1 for 20. It's like 1 for 22, 1 for 23.
Yeah. That's crazy. That ain't gonna get it done.
No, it's not. But just the idea that you had that dramatic comeback, Louisville gives you a gift, and you can't scratch across one extra run to give yourself the lead. And then the walk, the catcher interference, and booting of the bunt. I mean,
you know what's also amazing to me is that
you loaded the bases and you didn't give up a hit.
Well, Louisville tried to not win it
Louisville
too.
tried.
But what's amazing to me is that in baseball, particularly college baseball, really all you need to do is put the ball in play.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like Little League. They're gonna boot it around. Just put the pressure on the defense.
Late.
Yeah.
Yes, especially late. And Oregon State did that with the shortstop. Shortstop Bill Buckner won to allow the tying runs to score in the 9th.
Yeah.
So just do that, and they couldn't do that. And then Louisville tried to not do that in the bottom of the 9th, but then Oregon State helped them by walking guys and making an error.
Well,
what a mess.
The idea of the bottom of the 9th inning and you loaded the bases and you didn't give up a hit, that stings.
Yes.
You know.
Well, I don't think wasn't it a sack fly?
Yeah.
So they never gave up a hit the whole bottom of the 9th.
The bottom of the 9th, they did not give up a hit.
A walk,
catcher interference,
error
on the bunt,
and then sack fly.
That's how the game ended.
It's a pretty tough way to give it up.
There was a strikeout there when the bases were loaded. They struck out the first guy, and you were like, "Oh my God, can they get a double play?" And all Louisville needed was a routine.
Well, at that point, if you
ball.
had succeeded in just converting the sacrifice that they were trying to give up, you would have had your third out.
Yeah. Well, and that's all Oregon State needed to do. They had 3 opportunities, and all they had to do was put a ball into the outfield on a routine fly, and they would have gotten the winning run across the board. And it just didn't.
You know what?
Didn't happen.
I'm going to start a college baseball team.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a freaking lights out closer because nobody can close out a game for their life. But all we're going to do is teach them to hit the ball into the ground and run. That's it. And I bet you we win the title.
Well, there is an element like a lot of times they do this in hockey when things aren't going really well. They just say, put the puck towards the net. It just weird stuff happens.
Put the ball in play.
And that's a lot of college baseball is just put the ball in play and put the onus on the other team to make plays.
I want 9 college Ichiros.
Just slapping out there.
Yeah, and good defense. And that's it.
I like where you go. Well, and that's the thing is Oregon State has prided themselves on good defense, but this College World Series, I think they committed more errors than any other team. They did not play clean baseball.
They just didn't play well enough.
No, they didn't play well enough.
So now Louisville goes on to play Coastal Carolina. Got to beat them twice. The Chanticleers.
Yeah, and don't get it wrong, otherwise the manager will get all pissy at you.
And UCLA, Arkansas playing right meow.
Yeah.
And the winner of that plays LSU and has to beat them
Hogs.
The Omaha Hogs are leading.
Oh, I like that.
Right now.
Yeah.
So that's the latest from the College World Series.
By the way, Arkansas should 100% trademark Omaha Hogs.
Can they?
Yeah, why not?
Did you hear the latest trademark news?
The Me Bounds, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So somebody made a joke on Twitter because Angel Reese was like the fastest player ever in the WNBA history to achieve 500 points and 500 rebounds. And someone said, well, that shouldn't count because like 30% of those rebounds are off her own misses. Yeah. They should be called another category called me-bounds, where that's just her misses that she's rebounding. Well, she saw that. She made an Instagram post about it, and now she's filed trademark on me-bounds.
Yeah. Angel Reese is trying to lean, because everyone hates her and is making fun of her because she sucks, and she's really sensitive. So she's trying to lean into the "it doesn't bother me," and it's not working. The Sports Live guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this, but
who are they? Who are those guys?
You may have seen this.
Yeah, it's a group of people, and they gamble, and then they make fun.
It.
They make fun little videos.
So they're the ones that have been doing that. Angel Reese misses her first shot of the game.
Yes.
Prop. It's been great theater every time.
By the way, they've hit like 75%
7
of the time.
10 or something like that. Yeah.
And they just and so it's just mocking Angel Reese. Angel Reese has sent them a cease and desist letter.
Yeah.
That they.
Oh. God.
So even though she claims that nothing bothers her,
yeah, she's leaning into the me bounds, but not them celebrating her misses.
So Angel Reese is quickly becoming the I would say the least liked professional athlete, and I think it's fantastic.
Who holds that crown?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
Rodgers is probably pretty high up there right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's not likable. I'm trying to think who else is just kind of universally mocked. Angel Reese, by the way, might be number one.
A lot of people hate Draymond Green.
Yeah, people hate Draymond. That's a good one.
A lot of people saying Sacred Heart has diarrhea.
Yeah, someone else saying, we have Hog Tua and Omaha. The Razorbacks need to be. There's great stuff coming out of Arkansas.
Okay, will the Panthers win? You have to say it in hockey. You have to say hoist.
Yeah, you got to hoist the cup.
Will they hoist another Stanley Cup tonight? And who is fired up for this guy's tenure to start in Portland? Coming up next on The Fan.
It's back. Your local